Greetings, Kettlebellers! Today we're at Hokofitu Lagoon and we're practicing the Eastern European Olympic complex, which is based on the Olympic lift, the split jerk. Go ahead and warm up while I tell you what it is. The complex consists of 4 full body lifts: clean, squat, jerk, and overhead reverse lunge. The sequence is based on the Olympic split jerk, a form of the jerk popularized by Eastern European athletes. In the Olympic version, you would merge the squat into the clean and the half lunge into the jerk. However, today we will be breaking them down into 4 separate strength lifts and practicing them in their pure form. If you struggle with the jerk or overhead lunge, you can replace those movements with push press and racked lunge. You can also perform this workout with double kettlebells as an advanced option. The complete workout outline is in the description. Using a kettlebell, you can jerk for 7 to 10 times, complete 1 rep on the left of clean, squat, jerk, and overhead reverse lunge. After completing the jerk, lunge with the opposite leg. The best way to remember is you lunge with the leg that you can touch with your free hand. We will rest for the remainder of the minute and then repeat on the right. Next, we repeat this chain on the right arm. When performing the jerk, think about driving the kettlebell up and back. This will make the kettlebell path shorter, more vertical, and more efficient. In the next minute, we will go back to the left side and complete this entire chain twice through without putting the kettlebell down. Note that the foot stance changes to match the lift. In clean and squat, the stance might be wider with toes slightly turned out, while in jerk and lunge, the stance is narrower and feet are parallel to each other. A suitable foot stance always makes for a stronger, more effective lift. So, if you're lifting heavy, it is best not to rush and set your feet right. We have 2 reps on the left of clean, squat, jerk, and overhead lunge. During the lunge, keep your feet hip-width apart and parallel to each other. Did you know that the Olympic clean and jerk strengthens every single muscle group in the human body? It improves speed, power, explosiveness, flexibility, mobility, agility, and coordination. Plus, it boosts your cardiovascular fitness. And so, with the new appreciation for this marvelous lift, we perform 2 reps on the right. During the lunge, keep your wrist and elbow straight. This ensures healthy wrists and shoulders. Coming up in 20 seconds, 3 reps on the left. We will repeat clean, squat, jerk, and lunge 3 times through. In the overhead lockout, point your thumb slightly back so that the kettlebell is not hanging over your head. This ensures a healthy shoulder. We will have a longer rest after this round. We begin in 10 seconds and we have 3 reps on the right. In the rack, the upper arm should be connected to the torso. As soon as you come out of the squat, connect the upper arm to the ribs. This prevents shoulder fatigue and makes for a strong jerk. We will rest for the next minute. Then, our complex will slightly change. During the recovery minute, rehydrate, practice fast and loose drills, light mobility, and diaphragmatic breathing. These activities ensure that oxygen-rich blood circulates through the body and delivers oxygen and nutrients to the working muscles. This improves the quality of recovery and helps you perform better in the next set. The upcoming set is identical to the very first set. We will perform 1 rep on the left of clean, squat, jerk, and lunge. If the rest periods between lifts seem too long, this means you're probably lifting too light, so go ahead and grab a heavier kettlebell. And while the geese are taking off for their practice flight, we will complete 1 rep on the right. In our second round, we will mimic the Olympic jerk. We will combine clean and squat into a chain and jerk and lunge into another chain. We will perform clean and squat twice as a chain, and then jerk and lunge twice as a chain, all without putting the kettlebell down. All the reps are performed on the left arm only. So here we complete clean and squat twice, and then jerk and lunge twice. You might notice that this grouping of lifts has a more intense effect on the working muscles. It is more challenging because reps of the same exercise are brought closer together. This increased stimulus density forces the muscles to work harder. In 10 seconds, we repeat the same sequence on the right arm. We will be adding another rep. So in the next round, we perform 3 reps of clean squat, followed by 3 reps of jerk lunge on the left side. I hope you're as excited about the prospect of doing 3 reps as I am. In 10 seconds, we repeat the sequence on the right. Then we have a rest. We will now rest for 1 minute 15 seconds before progressing to the final stage of this practice. As before, rehydrate, practice fast and loose drills, light mobility, and diaphragmatic breathing. "30 seconds of rest to go." we will be completing a set identical to the first, 1 rep on the left of clean, squat, jerk, and overhead lunge. Did you know that the clean and jerk also builds a bulletproof core of steel? Hoisting a heavy kettlebell to the front rack and staying upright while you throw it overhead creates unbelievable midsection strength and stability, building your entire core from front to back. This means better posture, a more injury-resistant back, and more efficient mechanics throughout the entire body. Correct technique is what allows you to lift heavy and get the core building benefits of the clean and jerk. In 10 seconds, we perform 1 rep of everything on the right. Time, we will double each individual lift. So we will perform 2 cleans followed by 2 squats, then 2 jerks, and finally 2 lunges. Begin by performing 2 cleans. Set your feet into the squat stance and perform 2 squats. Then set your feet into the jerk stance and complete 2 jerks. And finally complete 2 reverse lunges. Dismount the kettlebell safely and rest. This variation is the most physically challenging because of the immediately repeated load on the same muscles. This is also the most common style of kettlebell complex, where we complete all the reps of one lift before moving on to the next. In 10 seconds, we will complete 2 reps of each lift on the right. Focus on bracing your core throughout the complex. Finally, we will be adding another rep. So in the next round, we perform 3 reps each of clean, squat, jerk, and lunge. Use this time to practice excellent technique. Focusing on moving well is most relevant when you are fatigued. Regardless of how fatigued you are, dismount the kettlebell with a straight back. In 15 seconds, we will complete our last set. 3 reps of everything on the right. Let's finish strong with excellent technique and a perfect dismount. Congratulations on completing the Eastern European Olympic Kettlebell Complex. After resting for 90 seconds, you can pause the video. I recommend that you join me in completing 2 sets of bent over rows. Performing rows or chin-ups in every workout strengthens the mid-back, improves posture, and ensures shoulder health and stability. So, if you would like to build some back strength, pause the video now, and after you have rested, join me in completing 8 to 12 reps of bent over rows on each side using a lighter kettlebell. When performing bent over rows, ensure that your back is straight and parallel to the ground. Move the kettlebell in an arc from under your shoulder toward your hip. This ensures that you are working your middle and lower trapezius as well as lats. Instead of focusing on moving the kettlebell, focus on pulling your elbow back behind you while keeping your neck long. This will prevent you from tensing your wrists, forearms, and upper traps, and instead will help you use the correct muscles. After completing 8 to 12 reps on each side, rest for 30 to 60 seconds and repeat. Notice that in the row, both hips and shoulders are square. The back foot is up on the toe rather than the heel collapsing inward. Square hips ensure the integrity of the spine. The neck should remain neutral rather than hanging down. The shoulders are pulled away from the neck, and with each rep, the working shoulder blade should be pulled in toward the spine. For a full tutorial on bent over row and all the other exercises in this workout, check out links in the description. This is the end of our practice. Today we completed Eastern European Olympic Complex and bent over row. Complete this practice no more than once every 7 to 10 days. At the end of the practice, you may want to stretch the following muscles, holding each for 30 to 60 seconds.